Sure. Listen, it was a good game of hurling. Very happy with the overall attitude from the point of view. We left ourselves, we were 9 points down. Cork were playing really well. We struggled at times. We didn't maybe put as much pressure on their ball as we would like to have, and they went 9 points up. We dragged it back. We showed great courage, I think, in doing that. And then we left to go back out again, and we had to go and bring it back again all over again. So that took a lot of energy and a lot of effort. I think, we brought it down to 3, and we created 1 or 2 great goals to score and chances. We didn't take them. And, Cork were always going to create a couple of scoring chances, and they took them, and that kind of kept the margin to 3-4 bracket, and we found it very difficult to get it back to level again. So overall, happy with the performance, but we're going to have to tighten up a little bit in our shooting, really.
How much of a loss was there in Galan?
Sure, listen, man, he's a great player. Obviously, he's going to be a loss, but you can't have him every day, and that's an opportunity for the next guy to step up. So I wouldn't factor that into it at all.
Any thoughts on the slow start, John? What was it about?
I don't know, but we're going back and look at it. We were definitely slow out of the blocks, there's no two ways about that. Why? I don't know. It's you never really do know these things, but at least the response was there, and they took control of themselves, and had our shooting been a little bit more accurate, I think we could have really been done an awful lot better. I think with 17 wides today, so that's a lot of shots, and some of those were goal chances, and good goal scoring chances. So listen, the bottom line is I'd be happy with the overall effort, the overall commitment to the lads. You're not going to win them all, we know that, and today unfortunately is our day to take a loss, so we need to bounce back now again and have a really good performance, a real go off Clare next weekend.
How frustrating was it, I suppose, the advantage when Cian Lynch looked to be through and the advantage wasn't given? That was a point of frustration in the game.
Yeah, listen, those things are going to happen. We see it week in, week out in every game where, that split second decision whether to blow the whistle or not, will it open up or not. We just came off the wrong side of that one, but listen, that wasn't the deciding factor in the game. We had enough chances created ourselves to have a scoreline that would have been good enough. We just didn't take it.
Huge game in this next Sunday, John?
I wouldn't say it's a huge game. It's round 5 of the National Hurling League. We have our 6 points. We are in a quarter final. Is it a winner? A do or die win battle? No, it's not. So we just need to get back and put in another really consistent performance, and hopefully a better, more efficient performance, and hopefully that'll be good enough to get the result on the day. But is it a huge game for us? No, it's not. It's just the next round of the league, and we're looking for continued improvement, and hopefully we'll bounce back from maybe what was an uncustomary first 15-20 minutes where we only got 3 points on the board after 20 minutes. We need to maybe create a few more scoring chances in that first 20 minutes the next day, and maybe get into the intensity game a little bit better.
The intensity seemed to open the second half, John. It was obviously something you spoke about at half time.
There had to be a response. We knew ourselves we weren't at the level that we would be accustomed to having. We were just a little bit off. That was all in that first 15-20 minutes. They responded well in the last quarter, an hour before half time. We had a chat again at half time, and I think they really took the game to Cork in that first 15-20 minutes, and it was a great game of hurling. There were some fantastic scores taken, there was great excitement, and a huge crowd. And listen, we march on, we move on. We have to take our medicine. We lost the match today, and that's just it. We move on.
I suppose disappointed to lose in front of over 13,000 in the Gaelic Grounds.
It's disappointing to lose any time you lose, alright? But I suppose, we always knew that you weren't going to win every single game. You can't, it's just not possible. And to be fair to Cork, they came today and they played exceptionally well. They moved the ball extremely well, and I think we weren't at our best, and we allowed too big a gap to open up, and you're not going to close those gaps every single day.
Cork and Limerick games seem to be taking on a life of their own. No huge shape to them, no huge rhyme or reason to the scores.
I suppose what you have is, a lot of scoring chances are being created by both sides, and that's going to generate a very exciting game because it's going to be a high scoring game. I think there's nothing in particular other than that between the two sides. They actually would have a great deal of respect for each other, both sets of players, but as you say, high scoring games generate great excitement. You want lots of scoring, and I think there's plenty to look forward to for the year ahead. And obviously Dave's come here for the championship as well, so that's obviously going to be a big occasion for both sides.
It's hard to think of Ennis next Sunday without thinking back to the championship last summer.
I know it's not, yeah, and if you do focus on things like that, you take your mind off your preparation and your performance. I think ultimately for us it's about you know, looking at the game today, what weren't we as good at today that we've been as better at in previous weeks. You know, we'll analyse the game, we'll have a look at what we need to improve on. Some of the things are obviously clear. You know, our intensity for the first 20 minutes wasn't good enough. That's going to have to be brought up to a much higher level, and obviously our shooting is going to have to get tidied up, you know, and maybe just get a little bit more from the amount of chances that we're creating, and that'll be a big step along the right road.